Right guys, YX160 and the 150 in this version of engine are the decompressors. They're not brilliant, they don't really work in the first place, and they can cause misfires down the line. So we're going to show you a video how to take it out. This one we've actually had in bits already. You can see there's no rockers in it or valves, but it's just for the demonstration purpose only. So first thing, we're going to take out the retainer plate. These can be really tight. Give them a knock with a punch just to free them up if they won't undo. We're using air tools, so they'll come out pretty quick. And we haven't done them up that tight. So that's out. Plate's out. Get yourself an 8mm bolt. Doesn't matter what length, just so you can get in there. Pull the shafts out. Obviously, in your case, you'll be having the rockers come out as well. So one shaft. If someone's put these in the wrong way around, because they're threaded up one end, if someone's put it in the wrong way around, you can, if you can't get anything in it and you can't get to the end of the shaft, just stick the airline in it, like that, and pop straight up. Does it also with the normal Honda heads. This one on this side's awkward because that's actually the oil feed up through the, well, it's not the oil feed, it's connected to that stud, so you can still blow it up. Right, so we can't take the cam out until we take the actual decompressor pull, the little retaining pull and the spring out. We'll take that out, here we go. Flip it over and that should come straight out, there it is. That's the problematic thing. It gets burred over and then it allows the decompressor to rotate with the camshaft, decompressing it at various different RPM. So that's that. Now, cams can be a bit tight coming out. You can just lever them out. We tend to use a bit of heat on them. It also only comes out in one position. If you get into position with the dot at the top, it will come out because it's got cutouts there for the lobes to come out. So that's that. So that's the actual decompressor ring. We're going to take that off. Now, I'll show you. I'm going to move the video over to the vise. We're going to just pull that bearing off. Take off all the guts. There's 3 springs and 3 rollers in there. We're going to take them out, put the bearing back on and put the cam back in. Okay, we're not working in the cleanest environments here at the moment, but if you just hook the actual bearing over the edge of the vise, like so, if I can get it there, just so it nudges into that ring and acts as a bit we can knock against. Put a punch up the middle of the cam. Like so. Right, that leaves you with the decompressor and its 3 little rollers. We'll take that off, pop that over there. So you're going back on like that, so there's nothing on it. Normally there is a shim as well, but you don't put that back on, that's only the retainer for the rollers. Bearing back on, shielded side outwards. We normally replace these if we bashed them like that, but you know, generally you don't have to because they're not tight, they don't tend to damage the bearing. And we'll quickly press that back on, like so. Make sure it's pushing on square. There we go. Right. That's back on, ready to go back in the head. So there's our cam with the decompressor removed. I'm going to drop that back in the head. Line the lobes up with the cutouts. And that just sits in like so. Don't forget to put your plug back in, obviously with no pull or spring. Tighten that back up. So I'm only doing this to show you how it goes back. This one's not going back together. Rocker shafts back in. Make sure you get your rockers in as well. Like that. And then with the threads facing upwards. That's it. There's no valves in this one. Then you retain the plate back in. Do it up. These do want to be fairly tight because with the amount of expansion and contraction of the head getting hot and cold, they can come undone and become loose. So They do them in two different ways. Some are countersunk ones. I prefer to use the countersunk. I've never had them come loose, and some are just dome ones, but you can just use normal stator plate screws in there just to lock them up. That's it, all decompressed. As I say, it's not a complete head, so that's coming apart again. But hopefully that gives you an idea how to remove it.